We've all lost traffic from Google organic algorithm update or a social media algorithm update. In other words, these algorithms, whether it's Google, whether it's Facebook, they can all destroy your business. How do you make sure you can still survive? Because look, when these algorithm updates happen, some businesses go down, but other businesses go up. In other words, your losses are typically someone else's gains. Hey everyone, I'm Neil Patel, and today I want to discuss how to make sure algorithm change doesn't destroy your business. 5 surefire tactics. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel. That way, when I release a new video like this, you'll get notified. And if you're on YouTube, click the alert notification. So tactic number 1, build up one platform at a time. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Sure, focus is important. And the reason I say one at a time is you don't have the time to do 5 or 10 platforms all at once. You want to look, where's your ideal audience on? Where's your ideal consumer on? Your ideal persona, right? Think about your ideal customer, wherever they're on, start with that channel, then start with the second place that they're on, then the third place, and then you go from there. In the long run, of course, you want to take an omni-channel approach. It's the only way to make sure algorithm doesn't derail your business. Yes, at first, even though you only can do one at a time, but if you don't expand to all of them, if that one goes down, you can be screwed. That's why I'm a big believer in an omni-channel approach. You also want to learn how to gain traction in one channel at a time and see if you can mimic that same approach in the other platforms. Typically, what works for one social network works for another. What works for one search engine works for another. So you want to replicate what's working and avoid doing the things that aren't working. That'll save you a lot of time. The second tactic is when a tactic sounds too good to be true, it probably is. You know when people tell you automated bots to follow and unfollow people, black hat ways to build links, automated content generation, automatic traffic generation, whatever the heck that means. Anytime it's too easy, it's probably overused, it's gonna get you penalized, it's gonna screw your business in the long run. In the short run, other people may use it, they may get traction, but these algorithms don't forgive and forget really easily. So don't take a shortcut. These shortcuts will hurt you in the long run, and that can really derail your business because it's so much harder to recover than it is to do things right the first time. Tactic number 3, you don't work for the algorithm. You want to help humans. It's not about pleasing Facebook. It's not about pleasing Twitter. It's about pleasing humans. Facebook wants to do what's best for humans in an ideal world. So does Google. So does Twitter. So does Instagram. That's why you have to focus your marketing on humans, right? So, for example, what makes your audience tick? What content formats do they like? What topics do they love? What are their hardest challenges? What are their goals that they're trying to accomplish? If you can help them with this stuff, you'll do better. If you can't, you won't. This will also protect you from algorithms in the long run because you're always trying to provide value. Algorithms want to do what's best for people. Providing value usually means that's best for people. You also want to make sure that you're engaging with people. Are you engaging through comments? Are they even engaging with your content that you're creating? The more engagement you create, the more protection you have. Engagement usually means people like what you have to say, unless you're doing something that's super controversial. And I don't recommend that. Instead, do what people love, go above and beyond. You know, controversial stuff creates this polarizing viewpoints. I try not to use that too often in marketing. The fourth tactic, always use new features that come out. Whether it's FAQ snippets on Google, right? Ideally, that would be right when it comes out. Or Google My Business has a new feature, you use that. Or Facebook has videos now where they're going live. Or Instagram has stories. Whatever it may be, use the latest and greatest because typically when they release these new features, they promote them so hard in their algorithms, they give you extra love if you leverage them. You know, when Instagram first came out with stories, I was crushing it with them. When Facebook first came out with live videos, I was crushing with them. Doesn't always last, but leverage what you can. Facebook said at F8, they're pushing more stuff in private feeds, right? F8's their conference. So if you're not leveraging things like Facebook groups, you're not going to get as much engagement as you should. So leverage them. Listening to things like earnings calls from all these big digital marketing channels like the Googles and Facebooks of the world, it helps you and tells you what they're focusing on next. The fifth tactic is to keep testing new formats. Never rely on what works now. It won't always work in the future. Algorithms always change, people always change, competitors change. You need to do your research. Look at the unicorns out there. Look at the content piece that other players in your niche are doing that are outperforming your content pieces. Use tools like Ubersuggest to see what works in your space and what doesn't. See what made it work, what format is it in, what message type is it, what captions are they using, what engagement strategy, are they asking for comments, are they asking to tag friends, are they giving away stuff, are they doing contests? Replicate what's working, avoid the stuff that's not. And just because everyone's doing one type of thing, yes, that usually means it works now, but eventually it'll get saturated and won't work as well. So don't just ride, or jump the bandwagon and follow everyone else. Look for unique strategies that other people aren't leveraging yet. And typically these earnings calls that I discussed earlier, or where they're going with the roadmap or features, that'll all help you get that edge. And when you keep looking for that, that'll help you even as algorithms change. Thank you for watching. If you need help with algorithms, check out my ad agency, Neil Patel Digital. If you enjoyed the video, like it, share it, tell other people about it. Thank you for watching.